Do you know what hurts more than failure? Seeing everyone move forward but you feel stuck. Failure makes you question yourself, like your confidence, your future, sometimes your worth. But what if I tell you the people whom you admire today were once completely lost too? Today, let's talk about the lessons failure teaches us the success never can. So, failure is strange. Nobody wants it, nobody prays for it, but somehow every single person has gone through it. And the worst part, when you fall, like, and when you fall and fail, the world becomes silent. No motivational music, no dramatic movie scene, just you, like, overthinking at 2 a.m., 3 a.m. I remember one time, like, I worked so hard for something, I planned everything perfectly in my head, I imagined success before it ever happened, and when it failed, I didn't know how to react. Not because I lost, but because I felt embarrassed. Uh, I feel very sad for it. But why? But why? And like this is where the most people misunderstand failure completely. So let's say why failure hurts so much. Failure hurts because humans attach identity to the results. If we success, we feel valuable. If we fail, we feel useless. Imagine this: you study for weeks for an exam, okay? You sacrifice sleep. You stop enjoying life. You keep thinking like this time I should prove myself. Then results come, and suddenly everything breaks. The pain is not about marks; it's about the expectations. Your expectations, your family expectations, and society expectations. That's why failure feels heavy. Think about a guy who starts a business. Okay, first month zero customers, second month heavy losses, third month friends start laughing. Now imagine his mindset. Every morning he wakes up wondering, "Am I stupid for trying? Am I doing anything wrong?" Then most people quit there, not because success is impossible, because failure makes them emotionally tired. And here is the dangerous part: failure slowly changes how you see yourself. So, like, let's talk about the hidden effect of failure. After repeated failures, people stop trying, not because they are weak, because they become scared of disappointment. They started saying like, maybe this life is not for me. Maybe this job is not for me. Maybe successful people are just lucky. Maybe I just we are dreaming something very big. But listen carefully. Failure lies to you. It makes temporary situations feel permanent. One bad phase becomes my whole life is ruined. One rejection becomes I'm not talented. One mistake becomes I'm a failure. That's not a truth. That's emotional talking. What failure actually teaches? Failure teaches things success can never can. Success gives confidence. Failure gives wisdom. Success makes you comfortable, but failure makes you observant. Success makes you celebrate, but failure makes you grow. Think about people who become mentally strong. Most of them were not protected by life. Life tested them again and again, and slowly they become calm during the problems because pain trained them. So, but the biggest lesson failure teaches is something most important. Realize something most people realize too late. Failure shows who really stays. When you fail, you discover reality. Fake support disappears. People stop checking on you. So some even enjoy you are when you are struggling. And honestly, that realization really hurts. But it's very important because failure removes illusions. It shows who truly believes in you, and more importantly, it shows whether you believe in yourself. Because eventually, there comes a point where nobody claps for you anymore. You must continue alone. Imagine someone trying to lose weight. First week, the motivation will be high. Second week, second week they will be excited. Third week, there will be no visible change. Suddenly, frustration starts. That one bad day happens, and suddenly they quit completely. Why? Because they are not seeing the results. Because they expect the quick results, but the real growth is slow, very slow. Failure teaches the patience, and honestly, sometimes failure is actually protecting you. Failure actually redirects your life. Many people cry after losing opportunities, until years later they realize that rejection saved them. A failed relationship, a failed job, a missed opportunity. At that moment it feels horrible, but later you understand why life pushed you to another way. Not every closed door is punishment. Sometimes it's protection. Sometimes failure changes your direction because before like success destroys you. So actually like sometimes failure actually changes your path before success destroys you. So how to handle failure? So what you should do actually do after failure? First, stop treating yourself like garbage. Seriously, like some people think themselves as a garbage. One failure does not erase your value. Second, learn something from it. uh, Ask like what this experience teach me, not like why I am useless. Don't ask yourself like why I am useless. Ask yourself like what this experience taught me and what you learned from it. Third thing, continue moving, even slowly, even painfully, even silently, but because consistency after failure is very important. It's like where your real character is built. And one day, the same failure that embraced you becomes a story you proudly talked about you. So, success impresses people, but failure transforms people. The strongest people you know were once broken too. The difference is they didn't stop. So, if life is testing you right now, maybe you are not losing. Maybe you are becoming many more stronger because every failure carries a lesson, and sometimes that lesson changes your life. Thank you. Please subscribe my channel.